This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this car. It's a 2003 Mercedes E320. This is an interesting car. This has been my brother's and my business partner's car for the last, 3.5 years. We purchased it from an insurance company, and it had 57,000 miles on it. Now it has 82,000 miles. It's been back and forth to San Diego many times. Dennis says freeway mileage, it gets about 30 miles a gallon on the freeway. It has a 21-gallon tank. He's like, you can go forever on a tank of gas in this car on the interstate. Great running car. We just took it to Mercedes of Tucson to get all the brake recall work that these are famous for done, including $3,000 SBC hydraulic unit and pressure reservoir. That's all done. Let's see, let's walk around it real quick. The reason it was a salvage title in the first place is also interesting. There was a trunk fire in this car, and it burned some of the wiring in the trunk. It went to Mercedes of Tucson. Mercedes of Tucson fixed it. The customer drove it home, said he smelled smoke still in the car, and then it went into some sort of insurance company limbo. Insurance company wanted him to take it back because no one smelled smoke but this guy. Obviously, he wanted to get a brand new car out of it. So after 2 years of sitting at Mercedes of Tucson, they finally gave him a check and told him to get lost. And because they gave him a big check for this car, they had to salvage the car. So all the wiring was done correctly. Ever since the day we've owned it, we never smelled a thing. It was good enough for Dennis to drive to law school in San Diego. And put 25,000 miles on. At 58 or 9,000 miles, we put a new set of tires on. These are the same tires. I would say there's about 20%, 30% tread on these tires. You can tell it's running. It's got little minor dings and stuff you'd expect from an 87,000 mile car, but it runs like a champion. I'm Dennis just got into an Acura TL like an 06 or 07, and now we can sell this car. I'm kind of ambivalent about selling it. I think it's a great car, so does he, but you can only drive one car at a time, last time I checked. So, here we are. Dennis tells me that it does have a little bit of a pull to the right, like it probably, but we've had it aligned at Mercedes, or no, actually at Brake Masters. There's a little touch up here and a touch up there. We've had it aligned, and we think it's more of a tire issue now that these tires have 25,000 miles on it. It's not a hard pull or an uncomfortable pull. We just like to let everyone know everything about the car, so there's no surprises. It is missing a center cap here. There's a couple little chings on the wheel. There's the passenger rear tire. It's a beautiful car. Open the trunk for you, just so you can see. There's nothing going on in here. People like that who throw fits like that are the reason we pay gigantic insurance premiums. It was a great car, though, for a long time. It is a great car. Kind of like a little bit of this stuff on all four wheels, but the worst one is the passenger rear tire, which I just showed you. I'm trying to get my camera in there. See a little door ding right here, a little scratch right there. If you can see that, right where my finger is. Now, if we had a family member who needed a car, we would just let them drive this thing, you know? It's that good a car. Let me open the hood for you. There's your car. There's your fenders underneath here on the car. Blah blah blah. You can see all the bolts are the original stuff. This is not a wreck. It's not salvaged for wreck. It's salvaged for exactly what I said. Mercedes of Tucson. You can call them and ask them the story. This is a very famous car there. They know this car better than they know pretty much any car they've ever had, because the guy was such a jerk who owned it. Anyway, it's just a pretty car. The only issues these things ever really had was that brake thing, and we have all the receipts for all that brake work and what they did just now, and it's you know, it's a great car. All right, there's your door panels. You got the side airbags. Still has a nice smell in the car. It's just a guy. That guy was a complete maniac. Seriously, if I was an insurance company, I'd never insure him again. I put it in the notes to other insurance companies to run that guy off. There's a side airbag for the front seat. And if you're looking for a really good car for your kids, or you know, an extra car to drive around in or whatever, this is the car. Just a really nice car. This is when it was sold. It was sold here in Tucson. Obviously, this is 8/2 of 27, so that's the guy who delivered it, the salesman. Anyway, the seats are beautiful. There's a little bit of wear on the center console right there, and that's pretty much the only thing going on here. Gosh, I see some cracks here on the wood grain. One here and one right there on front of the passenger. A little bit of wear on the center console. Driver's seat looks great. Mats look great. Get in the car here. Dennis knows his car. My brother knows his car so well. He gave me some notes. He said, tell him it's got some xenon headlights. He said, make sure that they know what great gas mileage it gets on the freeway, which I did. He said, here's the negatives that aren't too important, but let him know. He says the ambient outside temperature sensor, whatever takes the outside temperature, does not work. The passenger fog light is out, so it needs to be replaced. And he says if you get in the right light, like sunlight behind you at the right angle, there's light scrapes on the instrument cluster, which would be somewhere in here, I guess. And he also said there's a slight pull to the right. It's already been aligned, and when it was aligned, it drove perfectly, so it's probably a little bit of uneven wear on one of the front tires. The tires are about 20 or 30%, so it's probably time for tires anyway. We've got power seats, power headrests. Let's see. There's a power headrest for the driver's seat, up and down. Let's see. There's the power seat there. See the seat go forward. There's the seat forward. There's the seat tilting. There you go. And I just operated my seat. I know it works. Let's see. I don't even know how to work these things. There you go. There's your center console here that flips up. Guess they used to have a phone receiver right here. Close that. Dennis is not a smoker. In fact, he's pretty much of a health nut. Let's see if I can figure out how to work the radio. There's the radio. Let's see. So the steering controls work. Let's see. I'm not even sure how tilt works in this car. I have no idea. I don't know. It's a German car. I always do the diesel trucks around here. Anyway, right now I've got the air conditioning going. Let's see. I don't even know how to make it blow faster. How do you do that? I don't know. There we go. feels great in here. Let's see. We have a moonroof. Let's see. How do we do this? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Let's see. I'm not sure how to do this thing. Oh, there we go. There we go. I'm not sure how to work these damn things. If it's not a diesel truck, I'm kind of lost. There we go. That's it. There you go, and that closes the tilt. There's the cover. Anyway, let's go for a quick ride real quick here. Let's see. Dennis tells me you can gas up here in Tucson, get on I-10 to I-8 to I-5 and get to LA on a tank of gas and have a little bit left over, which is pretty cool. That's about 450 miles, and he says he has enough to drive around town when he gets there. And he's done that trip a bunch. He went to law school in San Diego, graduated there, lived in La Jolla, drove this car the whole time, and loved it. And after we just sent it to detail and got the brake work done that it needed on recall, and he may actually be having seller's remorse right now, so we got to hurry up and sell it. Anyway, this thing absolutely has a beautiful ride. This is a terrible road we're on right now. Pitted and potholes and everything, and it's smooth. Bid on this car like you would bid on any car with a clear title that's in great shape, because this is one of them. I would say maybe a fog light and maybe a set of tires, but the tires are not at anywhere near an emergency stage. That's about it. Let's stop from a standstill and we'll go, and you can see it shift. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, better slow down here. 25 mile an hour zone here, trying to get a ticket. Anyhow, this is a great car. Please have no fear. Make sure that if you buy it, that you get a deposit down immediately. If you don't have a deposit, we don't have a deal. Also, if you come here and buy it, you got to pay your state tax rate plus our city tax rate of 2%. So if your state is 3%, you're going to pay 5% tax on whatever your accepted deal is, and you're going to pay a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're going to pay is the number that we agreed on, period. All right? Thanks very much, and have a great week.